Well, hello everyone. I'm standing here in Mineral Ridge, Ohio at the Lane LifeTRANS Headquarters building. And what's really neat about this building is this was my grandmother's house. This is where my father was born, and it's where I spent an awful lot of time growing up because it was about 30 feet from the side of the funeral home. The old funeral home was actually out on 46, just about, maybe 100 yards from here. And this building was, if we're looking towards the red truck there, if you can see that, it was to the left of that about 30 feet. That's where this house was located. And what my dad decided to do around 1983-84 was to move his childhood home, my grandmother's house, back here so we would have, some use of it and not just tear it down when we rebuilt the funeral home here. So it has been a rental. It's been a couple different things, but for quite a while now, it's been the headquarters of Lane LifeTRANS. So what I wanted to do was just, again, share a little bit more of our world and what goes on behind the scenes with the Lane company. So we're going to go inside and we'll give you a little bit of a tour. All right, well, we're here in, I guess what this used to be the main living room of my grandmother's house. This is where we had Christmas. But now, now it's where we have Holly Lyons.
Hello.
And she is Chief Randy Pugh's assistant, and she basically helps keep this building coordinated. Can I say that, Randy? Is that fair?
She does.
She
She absolutely does.
Right. So she catches everything that comes in the door and tries to send everybody to the right place, or back out the front door, whichever it takes, right?
Whichever it takes, that's right.
But yeah, it's just nice. Every time I come in here, it's really cool because, again, I remember being here with family at the holidays, and it was special. So every time I come here, it just gives me a little bit of something to smile about. But we're gonna go take a peek in the back a little bit, and then we're gonna go upstairs into really more of Randy's world, and he'll tell you a little bit about what happens upstairs. And this was the dining room in the old house. Boy, when I was 4, this seemed a lot bigger than it is now. But this was the dining room, and of course, a little kitchen in the back. And my grandmother, who lived to be a little over 90, she got to the point where when she was cooking back here, I was a young guy, I had to set her stove with little red X's for bacon broil, and that's the only way she could cook. And she would make all her meals based on whether she was in one color or the other. And yeah, like I said, every time I come here, fond memories for sure. But we're gonna go upstairs now. We're gonna go up to the chief's office. Was this my dad's bedroom? No, this was my aunt. This was my 2 aunts, Charlotte and Marguerite.
Oh.
This was their bedroom. Yeah, Dad's was over in the corner. Mama Hallie's was over there. I can remember these. Man. I was this big. Yeah. Like I said downstairs, this was a lot bigger back then. But we've been here how long, Randy? Do you have any idea?
In this building, probably 12 years.
Okay. We've moved around a little bit, and this was a nice use of this building. And again, it's the family, sort of the family home. So it's just nice to have it being used. That's better than having it as a rental. So we sort of like having it. We may need more room someday, but for now we can make it work, right, Randy?
We can make anything work.
Yeah. And this is where Randall does all his interviews on TV that a lot of people get to see. They do not chase him down, but it's nice to know that Randy's the guy they go to. I mean, it seems to be when the media is looking for an answer that has anything to do with EMS in the Valley, they tend to go to Chief Randy Pugh for comments. Right, Randy?
Well, I like the last one, nobody else wanted to comment on it. I believe it was a situation that needed addressed by somebody who could give some light to the situation and really answers the questions that were posed.
Right. And they know they're going to get a straightforward answer from the chief. Again, there's a lot of experience. I mean, Randy's been here how long now, Randy?
I'm in my 38th year.
Yeah. So 38 years with the green and white. Just a little bit of experience there, huh, Randall? Yeah. So again, it makes sense that when they're looking for answers, they go to Randy, and I'm glad they don't necessarily ask me, because all I would do would be get on the phone and call Randy for say what's going on. So yeah, stays on top of things, and again, I don't worry about things here. This world runs quite quite well, you know, and it's just, I just stop and visit most of the time because things I don't have to worry about, you know, gets taken care of here. One thing I will say that if any of you saw the video where the table's upstairs in my office in Canfield and we had to take it through a window, we didn't have to do that with this one. So we were able to get this one upstairs and put the table in here. For some reason, see, I thought it was in over here. See, that just shows, it shows when the last time I was up here.
That's exactly.
Yeah, yeah. So
Our strategically mapping of our personnel, those are all our full-time people.
right. That's a lot of people, a lot of lives, a lot of personalities, and we have a lot of seats to fill on those green and white trucks. So it is a constant challenge, and I'm glad he's doing it, and I don't have to.
Actually, known as the war room.
The war room, I like that. Yeah, there we go. Everybody tells us that this may be haunted, so it's probably just my grandmother. But she's probably checking on us, because every once in a while people say they feel somebody push on their back when they're on the steps or something. So it may be my grandmother just checking on things and making sure we're making good use of the house.